The story of the Yiga clan is the story of the biggest revenge plot within the history of Hyrule. Sprouted by the betrayal by the king, the Yiga clan had thousands of years to develop and eventually assisted Ganon in bringing demise to Hyrule. The game only lightly informs us on the clan's contributions, but after doing a lot of digging, I was finally able to come up with an accurate theory on how exactly the Yiga clan ultimately won over Hyrule. Without further delay, let's get right into it. The Yiga clan was originally formed roughly 10,000 years before the game's main events as a result of the king of Hyrule disbanding the Sheikah tribe from their ancient technology. This caused a major uproar within the tribe, and as a result, many of the angered members formed a radical hate group called the Yiga clan. The members of this clan were completely against what they once served under, as they now worship Calamity Ganon and wish upon the destruction of Hyrule. Now, over the next 10,000 years, the stories of the Sheikah technology and Ganon faded into legend. It wasn't until roughly 15-20 years before Ganon struck that the people of Hyrule started believing these legends as fact. The main reason for this is because of a prophecy that was told to the king of Hyrule around this time. This prophecy stated, "The signs of a resurrection of Calamity Ganon are clear, and the power to oppose it lies dormant beneath the ground." The power to oppose it was obviously referring to the Guardians and Divine Beasts, and the prophecy stated that these will be the key tools in sealing away Calamity Ganon. Obviously, this was not the case, as these things were the main reason why Hyrule lost the fight to Calamity Ganon. So why would the prophesy say this? Well, doesn't it seem kind of odd that there was just a random prophecy that appeared out of thin air that instructed the kingdom to do something that ultimately led to its demise? Well, I hate to say it, but I am certain that the prophecy was in fact just a fabrication spread by the Yiga clan, and ultimately became their strongest weapon. We don't know for sure if the Yiga clan were the ones who directly resurrected Calamity Ganon, or if Ganon just did it himself. But we do know for sure that the Yiga knew exactly when he would reawaken, which is all that he needed to know. Ganon's seal was very weak around this time, which almost makes me wonder if he was able to communicate with the Yiga clan because of this. If this was the case, which is rather likely, then Ganon probably informed the Yiga that he is now capable of corrupting Sheikah technology to fight for him. The Yiga knew that they couldn't just go around Hyrule excavating large portions of land to find the remaining technology to assist Ganon, but instead, they thought of a way better idea. An idea so genius that it would become the turning point of the war against the Hylians. The Yiga started spreading around a prophecy about Calamity Ganon, so the people of Hyrule would eventually take it as fact, which worked out perfectly for them. The people of Hyrule dug up all this Sheikah technology thinking it would help them, when in reality, it was their secret worst enemy. The Hylian government really should have known better not to trust a vague prophecy, and on top of that, repeat the same war strategy twice. But that is what ultimately led to their downfall. The Yiga clan knew by spreading the prophecy, the people of Hyrule would have prepared for an assault by Ganon in other ways than just the Guardians and Divine Beasts. The Yiga were aware that Hyrule would try to find the reincarnations of the courageous knight and sacred princess after hearing the prophecy, so they had to ensure that they wouldn't grow up to foil their plot. Ever notice how Zelda lost her mother at a young age, who was supposed to be the person to train her in using her sealing magic? The game never specified how she lost her life, but with how many Yiga assassins running around at that time, her death was more than likely caused by them to make sure Zelda never learned the sacred sealing power. When Zelda grows up to try to learn the sealing magic on her own, she's being heavily targeted by the clan as they have been caught spying on her and even tried assassinating her, but was saved thanks to Link. Throughout this whole time, the Yiga clan did absolutely nothing to stop Link like they did with Zelda, mainly because he didn't actually need to. They knew if Link survived until the Great Calamity struck, that he would fall to the hundreds of Guardians that would be sent to kill him, which he was no match for. Zelda, on the other hand, could have used her potentially obtained sealing magic to disable these Guardians, which that is why the Yiga has been constantly taking action against her from a young age. The actions of the Yiga clan were the main reasons why the Great Calamity was as devastating as it was. Without the fabrications that were spread by the Yiga, the people of Hyrule would have never dug up the ancient Sheikah technology that ultimately made Ganon's return a triumph. None of this would have happened if the Sheikah weren't betrayed by the Kingdom of Hyrule after the last Calamity event. This is why the story of the Yiga clan is the darkest revenge story to ever take place in Hyrule. Thank you all so much for watching my theory. This video took a ton of time to make, so I would really appreciate it for you to like the video and subscribe if you haven't already to support the channel. Also, thank you so much everybody for over 600 subscribers. It really means a ton to have all the support from such a great fanbase. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one.